That's my boy. The next roaster is number 2 on the all-time list, only beat out by Magneto. I agree. I'm not good at this.
Great Malenko. Great Malenko.
Number 2 on the all-time list. That's a pretty good achievement. The only achievement ever bested that was your Oscar award that the Academy gave you for pitying you when you overdosed on prescription pills, like the cliche you are. Fuck you, Joker. Here you are, Joker.
Hello? Beat out by Magneto, huh? Much like the insane clown posse, I say magnets. What the fuck is that shit? How the fuck do they work? Yeah, so the truth is my name is Ted, as the Riddler pointed out. And I'd just like to say one thing. Hello, world. You remember Tiger Woods' first press conference? That's how it went. We got Bane, big old Bane here. He took off time from his job of being Charlie Brown's 3rd grade teacher to be here. Bane is supposedly very intelligent, you know? He was smart enough to figure out that the scariest thing that he could do was not wear a shirt. He said, yes, I will let all these people know that I am, in fact, a human tub of Crisco. What could be more frightening? The answer is nothing. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Superman. Look at him. Did you see how his dick and balls were sitting in his crotch there? It's like he had 3 testicles and each one of them's fighting over, can I be the dick today? So you got to piss yesterday, it's my turn. Yeah, okay. Superman, truly the Dean Cain of roasters. Superman is the nickname that his mother gave him growing up because she thought he was autistic. Look at him, you can't tell if he'd rather save somebody in distress or count a handful of matchsticks you just dropped on the ground. Hey, Superman, what are you doing here in Gotham, huh? Long way from Metropolis. Did you get lost on the way to the sucking your own dick convention? Huh? You white bread piece of shit, huh? Yeah, fuck him, huh? Faster than a speeding bullet. Look! It's Superman's father running out the door when he finds out Superman's mother is pregnant. She always just told him, honey, he's just going down the galaxy to get a pack of kryptonite. Here we got this, next up we got Phil Kessel, or the Penguin, or Oswald Cobblepot. What kind of name is that? He tried to sign up to be a part of the March of the Penguins movie, but they said, no, you are so fat that you would inspire crippling horror amongst the audiences. We can't let you do that. They said, bear with me now, they said the only role they had for him was as a 300-pound Japanese soldier in a movie about the Bataan Death March, which he gladly accepted. One time he ate 25 rock hopper penguins before someone slowed him down enough to explain that they were not the rock lobsters which he thought he was eating. He then squawked. He tried to fly, forgetting obviously that he couldn't, because he was a man. And even if he were a penguin, he still could not fly. Then he realized he had just eaten the only friends he had ever had. And he said he got bullied. He said, I don't care. Yeah, you know what, Penguin? You look like 24 penguins wearing a trench coat trying to impersonate a human. Wait, hold on. Oh, no, you look like 24 penguins wearing a trench coat trying to impersonate a human came to your house trying to sell you magazines one day and you ate them. You can see how big he is, right? Who do we got up next? This fucking freak Two-Face. The thing Two-Face was most upset about with his whole acid splashed in the face incident was that it didn't open up another orifice that a penis could be shoved inside. Woe is me, he is later heard to have said. Still just the two. Riddle me this, blah, blah, blah. Tell me this, have you figured out how to get fucking laid yet, huh? You fucking creep. Hey, the International Brotherhood of Pedophiles called. They said you should tone it down. Why did they call me, by the way, huh? You can make up a guy who dresses up as a bat and hates criminals roving all around Gotham because you put some dumb boxes everywhere. You can't figure out Facebook Messenger, huh? Why did the International Brotherhood of Pedophiles call me? You know what the worst thing is? They called me Collect. You know, his original name was the Diddler. And I know that was mentioned already, but what wasn't mentioned was that after some of us had a little intervention saying, hey, Riddler, maybe you shouldn't call yourself the Diddler. He changed it to Child Rapist. No, the Riddler. Hey, Dr. Quandary. Tell me, how did you convince a human female to marry you? He has a child. I got a fucking riddle for you. What's covered in bruises, has toilet water all over it, and has no friends? Your son in 10 years after kids in his school see you dressed up like this on Facebook. Mr. Freeze. Yum, 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 yum. Notably required to wear a cryogenic suit to survive because, I don't know, he got real cold one time and he has to stay cold for some fucking reason. I don't know. I'm just an asshole. What's wrong with a simple backstory? There's nothing there. That's it. That's ridiculous. So we have this douchebag whose present condition is due to his mother reminding him to wear a coat when he goes outside too many times. This fucking hipster right here, he looked at kids burning ants with a magnifying glass when he was a kid, and he said, you know what, I want to do that, but I want to do it with ice. Do you know his band opened up for Vampire Weekend once? Yeah, he used to be in a band called Twist Ice. He constantly had to explain that it was a play on Vanilla Ice, referencing chocolate and vanilla swirled ice cream. And he got really pissed because nobody ever got it. He's so sad that he can't play his vinyl records anymore because as soon as he touches them, they turn to ice and shatter. Remember the Batman and Robin themed Pop-Tarts? What the fuck? Try to set up a fucking stage? Did you have too much sausage grease on your fingers, huh? Jesus, some people's fat, weird things, you know? Didn't hurt. I'm fine. Failed at that, too. Remember the Batman and Robin themed Pop-Tarts that came from Joel Schumacher's Nightmares? Mr. Freeze bought them all, and that's what he's subsisted on solely for the last 18 years. One night I was out with Poison Ivy and Catwoman, you know, getting lit. And we see this fucker passed out on a park bench, and Selena leans over to me and pinches me to make sure we're not dreaming, and she says, "Hey, the Joker." I know we're in fucking Gotham City, but is that a goddamn beach beluga whale? In a lot of ways it was. You put on some weight. Hey, Mr. Freeze, I'm not saying he's stupid, but he did once shove an ice cube up his ass after eating a habanero pepper because he thought it would cool him down. His intestines were all full of this habanero pepper matter, and he was shitting fire, and he thought this ice cube would be a nice antidote. Hey, Mr. Freeze, I'm not saying he's a limp-dicked, ineffectual lover, but the only way he can get hard is to stick his dick in some liquid nitrogen. Hey, Mr. Freeze, I'm not saying he's fat. I'm saying he's a cunt. Now I'm saying he's fat too. You're a fat, cold cunt. Oh, Commissioner Gordon, Commissioner, man. You know what the first words Commissioner Gordon's first wife said to him when they met were? It was, "I bet you shit on me like you shit on all the other girls." Look at him, he's taking the phrase shit-eating grin a little too literally. Also, I murdered that wife. That's like, you know, like when you're watching the pop-up videos, that comes up. Yeah, so I want to kill Batman. You know, what's wrong with that, huh? I find it hard to believe that you as a police officer have such an issue with me killing an unarmed black man. He's the pig! Now, what are you gonna do, huh? Commissioner Gordon is a father. What a great father he is. His daughter, Barbara Gordon, became Batgirl, which was her safety school when she didn't get into ISIS. He was proud of her for dressing up as a bat and running around the city trying to fight crime. I've lost it. Hey, Batman. Why so... Batman, why are you such a dick? Man, you're a fucking ass. Think about it this way. A man starts dressing up as a bat. Then a man dressed up as a clown shows up, which is a way more normal thing to do. I want to remind you that. And you take his side. Imagine you're at a children's birthday party, and a clown shows up, okay? And then a man dressed as a giant bat shows up. Which one are you gonna make leave? Folks, I dare say it's the bat one. Did you know we were roommates in college? Yep. Yeah, he never tells that part of the story. He used to watch me and Harley Quinn fuck. When we called him out on it, he would start crying and mumbling about bats. This moody fuck wasn't allowed to have razor blades in college. He was on suicide watch. He was sad. But he was so annoying. All I did was a magic show in the rec center every couple weeks that people fucking loved, and he got jealous. He got jealous, and then during the class that we had together, second semester, freshman year, during our class, Introduction to Bright Green Hazardous Chemicals in Huge Open Vats 101, a primer, he threw me in one and scarred me forever. How'd you think I'd turn out? I had a lot of shit going for me. The only thing he had going for him in college was his anorexia. But look at him now. You know, Batman, when people talk about your parents' deaths weighing on you, I don't think they meant it like that. They meant it emotionally. You know, bats aren't... I clarified it. You know, bats aren't scary, right?
Yes, they are.
They're like this fucking big, you know? It's what? That's what your thing is. What you're afraid of? Jesus Christ, you're a fucking pussy. The only thing that he's more afraid of is the haircut he's got under that mask. I got a magic trick for you. You ready?
Let's see.
Here, pick a card. Pick a card. Don't look at it. Pick a card. Okay. Now, look at it. What does it say?
It says you are a cunt.
Yeah, pick another card. Any card. See, I might not be the right one. Okay, what's that say?
It says you are a cunt.
Yeah, let's go with one more. What does that one say?
God damn it, it says I am a cunt.
Only 3 cards in the deck that said you're a cunt. He picked them. Thanks.
The Joker, everybody, the Joker! Our next roaster is an impressive number 67 on the all-time villains list, beating out such people as the Governor, that one-eyed pussy from The Walking Dead. Congratulations.